Hello, hello. I made it on time. Hello, Metal. Are you still there? Hello, everybody. I hope this is going out. It's Tuesday night. And nobody's. Hello. Tuesday night. Filling in my meetings I usually go. Hello, Vanessa Kitty. How are you tonight? I hope you're doing all right. How you doing? Just waiting on people to pop in, say hi, see how's it going. I tried my other camera, but my other camera made me look really yellow. Hey, Near, hello, brother, compatriot family. How's it going? Pat, you want up here, patron? Or where's it at? Can you come up tonight? Come on. Come on. I always keep putting it in the chat down there, and then I forgot to send it into the chat. I turn this down. I have this thing going off all morning. Hello, Sunny Storm. How are you tonight? Lady T Survival. Howdy, how's it going? Oh, PowerPoint for tonight. Okay. I know Sunny Storm won't come up. And Aid Near, I don't know about you. How are you doing tonight? You want to come up? Or Lady T? It doesn't matter. Sometimes it's just hard to sit here and ramble on if there's nobody else in the room. Yeah, I thought I was ready. I was trying to get everything set up and playing with my other camera. Let me see. I'll show you what I mean. I think. I hope I can. Yeah, this one. It's my other camera, but look how yellow I am. I get a lot wider view and everything, but it's one of those got to be right in your face, I guess. Just my hand keep getting darker and darker the farther I get back. I keep getting yellow. So I think I'll use that for an outside camera. Let me see if I can make it go back where it was. There. That's my little laptop camera. Big time. You are? Hey, Nair, are you buffering? It might be me because I had lag last night. A lot of people had lag in live streams last night. And it's just a little glitch. I don't know. I hope it's coming out looking all right. I can see it stopping. No lagging. All right, cool. Yeah, thank you, Sunny Storm. But like I said, I was going to start sitting here talk about like I was supposed to be doing my AA meetings on Tuesday at 6 o'clock, and they closed it down because I was exposed, but no. Hello, Lone Star beers. Cheers. I don't drink, but cheers to you. Have one for me. Because I didn't bring even I forgot my cigarettes. I forgot a soda. Dog, I can't get it to the refrigerator. Come on. Damn big dog's getting in the way. Come on. Yeah. Not much. Just working on trying to get some of my hours. Last time I remember I had like almost 2,000. And then I turned around and looked at it the other day and I had 998. I'm like, oh no, I got to start doing something to get my hours back up. And since they closed down the meeting I go to on Tuesday nights, I decided might as well burn an hour trying to catch up on my hours. I was sitting here playing with the little gadgets and gadgets. Where'd he go? That ain't it. What did it do with my other tick? Oh, there it is. Looks all professional now, don't it? Oh, come on. Oh, there. Whoa, wait a minute. Ta-da. Just hanging out. There we go. Hello, everybody. That's the first time I could really see your face, because usually it's just this. Yeah. I hope it. But anyhow, I brought a couple of knives out. Aiden, are you still there? You know how, what, Mora or whatever? This is not a Mora or whatever. It's dirty is what it is. It's from cleaning deer. It's got all that fat on it. But it's a Cutco knife. I'm kind of embarrassed on how dirty it is. But it's a Cutco brand, just like that K-bar I have that says Cutco on it. My dad liked buying me Cutco knives and giving it to me. I got one that's kind of like this, but it has a lever here. It's a filleting knife. It has a lever and it retracts out. I use that big long thing to cut clean spoonbill with. But I wasn't expecting this to come out this greasy, because that's what it looks like. It's just nothing but fat all over it. It's probably when I was skinning the deer. Because usually I just take this knife. This is a big old thing. I would have never bought this knife if it was mine, if I had to buy it. Because I about fell over when I found out this knife by itself cost $250. I'm like, oh my lands. I'd never pay $250 just for a bush knife. I think I would have made one out of a saw blade before I paid $250. That lawnmower blade before I made bought $250 knife. But this is a Cutco brand. For this one, it's dirty. I don't know. Cutco. And they're famous for a lot of knives. Mostly kitchen knives at very fancy restaurants. That's what fancy restaurants use. It's Cutco. And then happened to get this buck knife. Got it for Christmas one. See, I keep putting it up where I had my camera. My camera was right here, and now it's over here. Because it was in the way of the other one. Chipper! How you doing? Driveway. I don't have it. Hey, Wes, how's it going? No, I didn't. Where'd it go? I hope you wasn't trying to shoot at it, Wes. We wouldn't be able to eat like that canned meat can you tried to shoot that one time. That's about the way I shot my 30-30 at 100 yards at a beer can. Put it on a stick, and I kept seeing the can wiggle and wiggle. I got over there and whittled that stick down right from underneath the can. I didn't hit that can once. I thought, if that's at 100 yards, I guess that'll be all right. And that was downhill, 100 yards, open sights. I can't do that no more. 10 foot tall, and we're a 2-2. Oh, that's Big Bird. That was Big Bird. I heard they grown big down there in Texas, Wes. That what my today's reading was about, around the clock faith. Out of today's daily reflection. That's so true. But anyhow, you gonna jump up here, Wes? Or are you driving too? Like Chipper? I don't think it cut through that pizza I threw out the other night. Oh, the Cutco? Yeah, it's sharp. But I finally got one of these Opal. I got an Opal from B. Stokes one day. And now this thing is dangerous. I mean, it's extremely dangerous. It has an edge like crazy on it. I could shave with this one. This one's crazy, crazy sharp. Right, Wes. I like that. Never chew on strange mushrooms before going on a walk. I don't know. Those could be really fun walks to the woods. I don't know. I've never been in the woods doing mushrooms. Just woke up from a nap. So I guess I should have sent you an invite. They're both cats. They're two different cats. No, I've been sitting here just. I was up on YouTube last night till almost 2 o'clock, watching these people play this game called Cards Against Humanity, and oh my god, it is so hilarious because you get to pick this random answers, and you get this question with a blank in it, and you get to pick your best answer to go in that question. And oh my god, it's hilarious. Some of the things are kind of risque, very risque. It's a definitely above 21 game. But I've been trying to work on my hours, get some more videos up. I was gonna try to do a video with that camera there to where I can. It's got a lot wider view than this laptop camera. I'm not sure about my phone. I thought about trying to use my phone as a camera and see how it does on the laptop. But that one right there is just it's a nice camera. I can use zoom and stuff like that when I'm videoing it, but I don't like the way the color looks. See, hey, see what up, Derek? How's it going, brother? Walter, good evening. How's it going, everybody? Yeah, see, that's awful yellow. Looks like I drank way too much. Kind of reminds me of my second step grandfather. My first, he was a vodka drinker. You could not tell he was drinking it all, and he'd drink all day, 24/7, straight vodka. I got to change this back. Too many people smoking in here. Because that's what it reminds me of, is your camera or something like that had had too much nicotine on it. New peoples. I ain't seen new peoples. Maybe one right at the very beginning, but she didn't stay very long. Vanessa. You couldn't come up with. But anyhow, I've been just chilling out. Been cleaning. I want to make a shelf, a cabinet for this fish tank. That's what I want to do, is make a cabinet for this fish aquarium. It's going to have to be pretty good, pretty stout, because this is a 50-gallon tank. And that's why I had that one camera out, because I was going to videotape it in here, but then when I got on here, I still ain't got that right. Mark is a sneaker. Hey Eric, how's it going? But yeah, I got 2 sheets of 3/4-inch plywood, which should be definitely enough. Got enough boards, 2x4s. It's just cold. And I haven't went out there and done that yet. I was still busy cleaning up inside the house. I had the table cleaned off, but now it's got all the clutter from sitting here watching YouTube all night and getting other things all done. Wes, you just being honored. Hello, Billy Bird. How are you tonight? I've been shadow banned. What, on TikTok? I got a couple of TikToks out. Same name. It's in my about page. I just put it on there. Yeah. We don't want nobody to see us. But my hours are down, and I had almost 2,000 at one time, and then got to thinking about it, looking about it, and turned around, and I only had 998. I'm like, oh no. Now it's starting to remind me of the TikTok. Oh no, 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 no. Oh. Oh, hello, plain old Chuck. How's it going? How you doing tonight? Yeah. Truthfully, that one there is my first buck with an arrow. And I lost part of his nose pieces because he fell off this lattice work off on the porch. What I really like about it is how they curve in and curve up. Let me see. Come on. Yeah, I was surprised. I was working my butt off trying to screw in those pegs, the foot pegs to climb up this tree. And I had my camouflage on, and it's just over on the other hillside. That's where I hunt all the time now. Well, most of the time. But now I got a neighbor down the road, and that's going to ruin that. But turn around, I'm sweating. It's like, beginning end of November or September. Let's see, it starts in September. So It could have been the end of September when I started. September 15th. No. I don't know. Bow season, anyhow. I was sweating my butt off hanging that. I took off my shirt because my camos are those hex camos that are supposed to block your magnetic force field coming off your aura or whatever. And turned around and I had it off to the side. I got my stand all put up and everything, and I climb up in there and I'm sweating, and I probably wasn't there hour and a half, and then the first deer to walk up was him. I'm like, and being able to get a good shot on him. I shot down. I'm in a 19-foot stand. I shot down at him, and he was so close. I almost shooting at his belly by the crosshairs, and I still almost shot right over the top of him. I shot him right in the spine, so he didn't go nowhere. He went down and walked over, and I thought, all right, he ain't going nowhere. I could see him looking at me, and I'm thinking, oh no, that ain't no kill shot. He ain't gonna die there. So I had to turn around and slice his throat. But one thing about doing that, you know that you get a good bleed out on him. And it wasn't no through and through, and I was using a 2-inch swacker. And it stuck. It went through his spine, but didn't go much farther than that. And that's with 160 pound Parker crossbow. Thanks. He got that old hat like this because I had this old hat. He wanted to be like me. He wanted to make a hat band like this. Since he gave me this hat band, which his snake is starting to wear out, I need to make. I should have coated it. Yeah. An invite. Here, just jump up. I had it posted in the chat. I will next time. Because, see, I figured I don't have a meeting to go to now anymore. And this is why I usually was late to the Bible studies, because I had an AA meeting between 6 and 7. And now I still can't get caught into catching you on Wednesdays, if you even have the Bible study anymore. Yeah. Here. Use that. Go after them big old beavers. Come on. Yeah, I got my wife's. You gonna pop in? There you are. All right. There, that's better. Yeah, I got my wife. You got a tickle. There you are. You gonna pop in? There you are.
Whoa, my head, my face is huge. Yeah, that's better.
I know it. I changed it. So how are you doing tonight, Wes?
I'm doing excellent-ish.
once you get the laptop figured out.
I have some desktop trying to make my face the same size as your face.
Oh, you're right. You ain't got enough gray yet, man.
There we go. Hard. I didn't say the same as, just same size as. Let's see.
Oh,
That's great. There we go. Oh yeah. My wife
Oh,
wants me to be great.
we just
She wants
figured you had a big. I thought you just had a big head anyhow.
Oh.
Ah,
There
no,
now Billy Bird can relax that and believe that we're not the same person.
right. I know it. There, yeah.
I need to put my American
Your
or
dog.
US thing back up.
Do what?
I said I need to put my United States map back up. We both got blankets behind us. I had the United States behind me, and
Well,
you've got yours up. Mine's down. I took mine down because
see, the blanket is where the washer and dryer and back door is, but it's a trailer. The main door is this way, but our main entrance is that way. That's the main door is to the north, and this door is to the east. Hey, anonymous American, how's it going?
what's
But
up? Hey,
you're sitting there, got a cigarette, and I forgot mine. Let me grab. No, yeah, let me grab. I got mine. I did.
you and
I
I
got
were
mine.
here a while ago, and I literally just got up out of I
Right.
was having my first cup of coffee after my nap, and I'm like, I'm not getting in front of a camera. Guess what?
See, that's what's good about the hats, man. You just what?
I did brush my hair. I did brush my hair before.
Yeah, so did I. See?
I threatened my daughter with shaving my head, and she said no. So
Well, after shaving it all summer long, the sides all short, but right along the side of my necks, it grows long like my beard. So the back of my neck looked like it had sideburns. And I'm like, I can't take this no more. I got to cut this off.
the only thing I keep short is over my ears and around and on the back of my neck.
Yeah.
My daughter has a job in a salon, and she can't run down here to cut my hair. So,
right.
it's probably cheaper just for me to find somebody here to do it because, by the time I threw the gas money and fed her 3 or 4 times and all that, it's probably
right.
cheaper just to.
Right.
I'll just drive over there.
See, that's the way it was down there. And then I got that patch right here in the center, and then it's thin on top, and I got hair around the sides, and it's like it don't look right when I let it grow out. You can see the patch, but you can't see all the fuzz in the middle. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. And if I shadow it. So I get a patch right here.
Yeah. Welcome to being the only kid in the family that got the white gene.
Yeah.
I'm literally the only kid in the family out of 6 kids. I'm the only one that looks white. Pisses me off.
Everybody else look tan.
Everybody else has dark, straight hair. My 2 oldest brothers. Well, the brother just older than me, he was white too. But my 2 oldest brothers, no facial hair, straight, almost black hair.
Right. That's the way my stepbrother is. I mean, his mom was Indian, and he used to drive me nuts because when back in high school, he'd do his hair, he'd just comb it one side, it just feather, and it would feather all the way around to the back and over to the other side, and then you could feather the other side and feather it all the way around to the other side. And I'm like, just black, straight, shiny hair. It's like, oh my Lord.
We're actually thinking about doing the where we got to go outside to smoke thing, but
Right.
it's been all my time outside. I actually don't smoke as much as I do when I'm not on camera. I don't smoke as much. It's I'm a bit of a. I've got my hands have to be doing something. If my hands don't have something in them, then I get excitable. I don't know how to explain it.
Right. Anxiety. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I notice I haven't really been smoking as much. Usually if I'm driving, maybe, but most of the time I'm been on YouTube and then on with my hands on my phone, and usually don't smoke as much unless right before I go to bed or something like that. Then it's like I got to catch up on what I missed the day before on just cigarettes.
Yeah.
It's like I lay down and smoke a cigarette and go, man, I'm ready for a cigarette.
Yeah.
But usually I get dry mouth too bad anymore to smoke all the time.
Yeah, I messed up.
I
My
don't know.
got dehydrated the other day when all that snow was outside.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to drink water because it was cold, and I've cut way back on my coffee consumption.
Right.
So, and coffee was my only fluid intake, really, honestly. So.
Right. Mine too, because I just drink Coke 24/7. Quit drinking beer 24/7. Started drinking Coke. That's how I lost my teeth.
Drink at least 2 of these glasses full of just plain deal clear water.
That woman I give a ride to work, Amber, she's been kind of harping on me a little bit lately about all I drink is water. I need to drink water, more water. So every now and then I'll grab a water, but I got her turned on to drinking a V8 every now and then. Yeah, I buy a 6-pack of V8 and put it in there and drink 1 or 2 a day. And man, they make me feel a lot better.
We've actually been looking at getting some dehydrated. It sounds stupid, but dehydrated juices.
Right.
Like tomato juice. You can get dehydrated powdered tomatoes, powdered everything. Basically, you can make your own V8. You just have to warm up some water and stir in the stuff and then let it sit on the counter for a bit, and then you got a V8.
Right.
Just because that's like what's going to wipe out a lot of folks is they're going to have all the calories they need, but they're not going to have any vitamins. They're not going to have any minerals. And they're going to get sickly. They're going to get the sunken eyeball thing. They're going to be walking around, tripping over stuff, falling downstairs, dying. It's just going to be bad.
It didn't come up. Now why is it stuck there? Because I took, look how slow it's going away. What in the world's wrong with my laptop? That was like slow motion. Maybe because I have this banner going.
Well, the storing vitamins and stuff, we have bottles of vitamins too. I'm supposed to be taking vitamins. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Take my vitamins today, honey. But if you can get it in, if you can replace one of your, if you can have a glass of vegetable juice with one of your meals instead of water, it's just going to make your day better.
Yeah. After my stress level got to go down because I'm not having to worry about my wife is bad, because that drove me nuts. I mean, because when I'd go to work, I'd worry about her falling down, and then when I'm at home, I'd worry about the work I'm not getting done. It was a constant battle for years, and now, and it started to wear on my body. I could feel it, the ache and the depression, to where I didn't even feel like moving anymore. But you can only help somebody so much when they don't want to be helped.
That's the thing. I've actually been dealing with the what do they call it, prepper overload or whatever. I was watching so much of the stuff that's going on and getting so freaked out about
Burned out,
potential things that were coming down the pipe and stuff.
right?
It actually had me tied up in a ball, and that's not healthy. That's why I don't,
Right.
if when I'm doing live stream now, if somebody tricks me into starting to talk about that crap, I just kill it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't have nothing to do with it. It is what it is. I've done what I can do. If you don't want to get ready, that's your problem.
Yes, C103 does count as water. Well, it depends on how much, especially green teas. Teas are good for you.
If your tea has more sugar in it than a Dr. Pepper, it doesn't count. We have two places here that are known for their sweet tea, but I can't stand to drink it, man. It's sugar.
That's like McDonald's. It used to be decent. Now it's more sugar with tea in it. It's so sweet. It's unbearable, hard to drink. I'm trying to see how much sugar. Oh, see, sugar. Oh, there, 33 grams total sugar. But I've never been one of those ones that had to worry about my weight either. Yeah, the largest and the heaviest I ever got was after I had my umbilical hernia, because it's like having a C-section. You cannot set up. I had to roll off the couch and land on all fours to be able to stand up and get off the couch. A half a cup per gallon of sugar.
That's not too bad. That's about like my mom used to make it.
Yeah.
But these people we watched them make the thing.
Yeah, that's about right, because it on a two no, that's
and
more.
They're taking, the 2 cup, and this is on those big, what are they, like 2 gallon teapot, whatever that big thing. They were the measuring cups, the 2 cup measuring cups. They would put 2.5 in there, and then in the hot water where they brewed the tea, and then put the cold water in it after they started up. I'm like, geez, that's over a cup of sugar per gallon. That's no wonder you can't drink. It doesn't taste like tea. It tastes like sugar water.
Right. With it, just a little brown, like it come out of bad pipes. And then it's from Versailles, and Versailles water just stinks. Oh my God. And I'm down here on hard water and well water, and it tastes good, but man, I can't stand any chlorine water, city water that's been chlorined or anything. We just end up buying bottled water and drinking it, because it just can't stand the taste of it.
We buy a bottle of water or whatever, but we put a cap of, in the 5 gallon deal, we'll put a cap of chlorine in it, and then we have several 5 gallon jugs. I'm not going to disclose how many 5 gallon jugs that we keep in the house. Can't fit them all. You can't fill them all up at one time. And so we keep bleach in them, because we rotate them, and you're opening them up to put them in the thing, and you don't know who was at that water jug filler upper place before you or whatever.
Right.
We didn't used to do that, and then one day we took one of those jugs and put it on the thing, and it tasted like the lake water.
Oh God.
So we're like, yeah, I believe we'll put a little bit of bleach in those and just make sure that doesn't happen again.
Right. I don't know how many cases. What's a 40 case? That'd be almost 2 cases. Those bundles of water bottles, a count of 40.
That's a 40 pack. I don't know what a case of water, depending on what
20.
each package that's all, each stack of water that's plastic together, that many bottles, that's a case. You can get a case of water that's got 18, 20, 24, 40, 38. What's it, Dasani, or is it Dasani? Which is my favorite bottled water, by the way. Is because the bottles are different. You can get those in I think they put them in 20, in packages of 20, and that's it. So
Yeah. We
we
got Ozarks water, and I get packets of 40, and I probably got 10 or 12 of them in my closet. 10 or 12 bottles of 40. So
I got a new camera in the mail yesterday.
Oh, no doubt. What kind?
Generic. A generic. I got me a generic camera.
Like, yeah. Well, it's kind of like mine. But see, this is what it looks good, but I mean, it's a camera, but it's lighting is just, see, look at the lighting. It makes me all yellow. Looks like I got, what's that? Liver damage. Hey, Trey, how's it going?
Trying to remember how to turn
And
on.
plus, it's got a lot wider angle.
Supposed to be able to turn on the night vision on this thing, and I was trying to figure out how to do it.
Well, that'd be cool.
I haven't played with it yet.
I want some vision just to be able to see those deer when they're right in front of me, and I still can't see. Hello, Carol. How you doing?
That's not it.
But that's what I was fighting with for 30 minutes before I get to work at first at all. And there's my Hitachi webcam, and let's see what this one does.
Let's see if it's like.
Oh, there's my laptop. My laptop stinks. That camera stinks.
It won't do it until I put an SD card in it. And I thought I got an SD card with the camera, but it didn't. But it came with a microphone. And,
yeah, that's the way that one's set up right now. It's still running. That's why I was bouncing back and forth. I got 3 cameras right in front of me.
And I bought a microphone for my smartphone that will allow. It's got a. Where'd it go? Where did it go? It's fuzzy. So,
I'm doing good, Carol. Lonely. Yeah. That one's got just this styrofoam, not a windbreak like that one. That's what I need to put out in the boat.
I wish the fur was white on one side, then it could be look like a little cottontail. Shit, the microphone was nearly as much as the camera.
What does?
I'm gonna do a
I don't know what
review on the
mine
camera. I don't think
says.
the camera's gonna be very good, but it opened up.
It's mine just a C270 is what mine says it is.
Mine's it's brand new. I bought it from. Don't hate me.
was-
I mean, we're communists now. We can buy from China again. You know, I've got to support all that stuff now. I got to conform and submit. I've conformed and submit. I bought something from China. Because reasons.
The Sony. Well, I
Yeah.
bought the only one they had. I got. Yeah, and the video camera, it was something that she bought online. Yeah, cheap. I
To
know
get
the
a
webcam is.
camera like the one I have that had an external microphone, the cheapest I found one was
Yep.
$1,100. And I'm not
$11?
spending $1,100 for a camcorder. Now there
Yeah.
were
Yeah,
cameras that would shoot video that you could put an external microphone on that were $800 that were Sony or Canon, but you couldn't it didn't have the viewfinder that you could turn so you could see what you were filming, you know, so like if
oh
you held
yeah,
the camera,
like this one.
it's great. But if
Oh, that's like the cheap Walmart flip out phones. You can flip it out, but you can't turn it around at all. Yeah,
right,
it's just an open and closed piece of junk. A little $20 camera. I haven't tried it yet. Well, I was having issues on trying to figure out getting the chip to slide into the laptop, and Sherry McMillan told me last night, just plug it into it and then download it off the chip, and then you can erase everything that's on the chip and put it on a zip drive. I'm like, I never thought about just plugging the camera right into the laptop instead of pulling the chip out. Duh.
see, I can
Hey,
use
Keith.
this one as a web camera if I want to,
Right.
but I have a web camera, so
Yeah.
if I'm going to do something in front of the computer, it's, you know, if you need high definition, super, whatever, if you're going to watch me on some 109-inch flat screen TV or whatever, deal with the pixelation. Because, for one thing, you spend way too much money on your freaking TV, and you deserve to start the death in the apocalypse. And
Right.
that's like these guys. They got an AR, and they got an Arkansas big gun, and then they go out. You know, they pay $1,200 for the thing, and then they go out and they order $2,000 or $3,000 more worth of stuff to bolt onto it, and then they have to a cart with wheels to put it on so they can carry it. And
Right.
I'm like,
I'll just use my phone. That's where I edit all my stuff. That's the only way I know how to edit it. Because I tried to get it. Well, I still haven't been able to download stuff to my. I have, but I don't know how I did it. You know, or where it went. That file names or naming the files when I get them, whatever kind of thing. But they're in my laptop and I can see them, but I don't know how I got them there. I think I just downloaded them all off my phone is what I did.
a while ago, Steve, when I was saying hello all the nude people, I told you sooner or later somebody in the chat was going to get naked, and there goes Anonymous right there.
Anonymous. Oh,
Do you need me to wash your back, Anonymous?
You
I'll
need
wash your back, and Steve will wash your front. You'll be fine.
no the pressure hose, pressure washer. Driving but listening. And you know what? I haven't been able to find any more memory cards either. They keep putting everything else up, but the memory cards ain't been refilled yet. They got all new different drones all put up and all the different stuff for that, but they still ain't putting no new memory chips up.
They're trying to get away from removable storage devices. And the reason being, and like this camera has Wi-Fi on it.
Right.
The fact that this camera has Wi-Fi on it means that this camera is hackable.
Right.
So if I was an intelligent person, that battery would not be in this.
Right.
My new phone, this Samsung Galaxy 57 million or whatever it is.
Yeah. I got an A10e now.
That I still haven't figured out how to turn off all this crap on.
My God. Don't ever download Messenger Home because it said, "Oh, we'll combine Messenger and texting." And oh my God,
yeah.
I go in my contacts. I pick the person I want to send a message to, right? A text message. I'll hit that, and then it'll take me to this page and ask me, who do I want to send a message to? I picked the person I wanted to send the message to. Now I got to pick another person again. And then I pick the same person again. I type out the message and send it, and then it'll go to the original text messages and ask me what I want to send them. I'm like, oh. I tried to what is that? Reload, download, unload it. Try to unload it, and it's still on my phone. And it's just, I hate it.
But the thing is, if I don't want, I screwed up. The first 2 videos that I shot on this phone are now on the cloud because they had the cloud turned on this without my permission.
Right.
I don't use the cloud. I mean,
the Google backup.
That is the most insecure place to store. People store their personal files in the cloud. And you can explain to me all these reasons and all the firewalls and all the great God Google is protecting you, all you want to. That they call it a freaking cloud. If I want water out of a cloud, all I got to do is go get it.
Right.
It's just there. It's public freaking information. Once it goes into the cloud, it's public. Anybody can get, all they got to do is get the Google.
Yeah, hack your Google.
I can't turn this phone off now because if you can't pull the battery, you can't turn your phone off. You can power it down, but you cannot turn it off.
You can't reboot it. Can't read. Well, you can reprogram it, but you lose all your info and everything.
Yeah,
not unless you pull it from the cloud.
And when you do the factory reset or whatever on your phone, and it reboots and then it reconnects and it redoes all that stuff, it's using the cell towers to get the extra information.
Right.
It's not in-house anymore. You can't make it. The only way I can prevent this phone from becoming hackable is to put it in the Mylar bag. When I'm not on it, or when I'm not expecting a call, or when I'm not using it, I can power it down and then drop it in the Mylar bag. And then it's, they have to be reasonably close to a radio signal for them to get to it. But that's way serious, tinfoil hat, paranoid of the government, Big Brother stuff. But I am.
My
I'm not
friends,
saying they watch me or anything like that. I'm saying I don't want them to be able to.
my friend just shared something with me that he's seen on. It won't rotate. Yeah, well, that he's seen on Facebook. It's one of those street signs like that.
Yeah.
It says, "Found out Grandpa's addicted to Viagra. No one's taking it harder than Grandma." I'm like, okay, you silly fart. I guess that was clean. It was on Facebook, huh?
Just because it's on Facebook doesn't mean it's clean. Okay, who's heard the new commercial from that Manscaped thing or whatever? If you're watching YouTube, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm not Manscaped. It's a jungle down there. They actually say, it's a man's voice, is like, it's a great gift. Let's say you have
Hey, everyone.
a father or a son who want to buy it for. So I'm like, why would a son care if his dad shaved his balls?
You're right. Welcome, Gil. Yeah.
It's part of a family for me to get into right there.
Yeah. Here, Dad, I think you need.
I would be embarrassed if my son told me that he was doing it either. Either way,
if buys me a manscaping kit, I'm not going to go see him no more.
Yeah. I love Larry the Cable Guy on one routine where he talks about that. I got my new girlfriend. She wants me to kind of shave it up down there. Oh, no way. Well, anyways, after I got done shaving it up down there, I had 100 Band-Aids.
Yeah.
You know, I'm this American reading that. If we could hack your camera right now and stream you live, we get some hits. We go viral.
Yeah.
Son,
live chat. It could be a thing.
That's like mom, but wanted to buy her boys underwear, and I'm like, don't do that. Yeah, let the men buy their own underwear. They can buy what they want to wear. They moved out. They're over 21. Let them buy their own underwear.
All right, C103 says I have the wrong hat on, so I'm going to put another hat on. There we go.
Yeah.
Niles Canyon, the locomotive, number 2, the Quincy.
And I have not picked out or bought my underwear in 30 years.
So. You're talking about the phones and stuff. Before I left DHS, I got actually when I was there, I had my other phone. All the guys in the coordination center, the tech guys went through and did a thing. Disabled all the GPS, disabled just about everything on it. We had no internet access. All it was a phone that we had a keyboard to text on, so we could text a lot quicker. And then right after I left, I got a new phone. I went back to him, and he goes, "Give it to me." Looked around, nobody around. In 5 minutes, he did the same thing to my current phone. So, I mean, I can hardly. My next phone is going to be an old Nokia style that Nokia's coming out with again, a flip phone, but it has an on-screen for texting. All it does is text and dial.
You know I found my own Nokia, and I've got to order a battery for it, and it accepts a SIMS card.
Cool.
So in theory, I can get it turned back on. And it is a all this other BS phone. It doesn't have GPS. It doesn't have any of that crap on it.
Yeah.
I don't turn my location on anything. it annoys my wife and them to no end. They have that Google whatever where you
Map.
can all join the group and everybody knows where everybody is and stuff. And I'm just like,
All that, yeah. You went out. Okay.
everybody
Yeah,
that has that application where they know where all their loved ones and friends and stuff are. Did you realize how Google has a 24-hour a day, 7-day a week, 365-day a year map of your life?
Yeah.
They know where you go, how long you're there.
That was a trip. I was there, and then I set up, and boom, I just reappeared. They didn't see me set up at all. It had a small glitch. It lagged when I set up. Didn't see it.
Well, guys, he may not have a black felt hat. And
Yeah.
there's that.
What type of hat? I mean, oh, wait, hang on here.
It's like, yeah.
That's close enough.
That's better. Yeah, I think you wore that one night because you finally got that cowboy hat out. Because I had my brimmed hat on.
Yeah.
But then I got that hat. I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah.
My Chiefs hat.
Yeah, I
Jacket.
have a hat similar to your guys' hat, but it's still in California. So that's the hat I wear when
Yeah.
I go back there.
I have a California hat
You
too,
had it home.
pink and blingy.
I don't think he caught that.
It's for when I go to San Francisco to visit my friends and we go out on the town and we talk and we
And
sing.
it has a feather in it.
You know,
I was going to say you beat me to it. That's exactly what I was going to say. And it has a feather on it. It's like I thought it. You said it. No, you beat me to it.
Yeah, just don't go to the Castro district.
There's this one time when I was coming back from Wildwood, New Jersey, and coming back out here. We have an hour layover in South Philadelphia bus station. And we got to the bus station at 5 minutes after midnight and needed a ticket to Arizona. And they said the bus left at midnight. And so we had to wait till 11 o'clock the next morning in South Philly at the bus station. We seen all kinds of stuff. When we went out, when it started to turn daylight, they walked out the door. There's this guy on a bar stool right at the main entrance. You got to walk around him to walk into the bus station. And he's got this leopard suit on, this big brim hat, and this big old peacock feather sticking out of it. And
Did he have platform shoes on?
Yeah, he did too. Yeah, he had big old. It matched his leopard skin outfit, and gold rings everywhere. And asked us, "You don't need a date?" Like, no, we're good. We're just come out to have a cigarette. Yeah, but that was a crazy night. I mean, crazy night. I mean, we had a big black guy.
Like what do they call them, the thrift stores or whatever. I try to find me one in bright red or pink or blue or whatever pimp suits. They never got none. I even want to get one like with bell bottoms and stuff.
Right, that's what his was. His big old bell bottoms on, big old platform shoes.
And then I want to do a what do you call it? A 7-day survival challenge in pimp clothes. I think that's the reason it's so hard to get in the thrift store before me, so she can go through and get all of those and put them somewhere where I can't find them.
Monday morning, throw that challenge at Steve.
What?
Oh yeah. He'd make me go first, and then he would just surrender. He's not. I don't think he would play exactly fair. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right?
I mean,
when I was in LA, some of the bus stations down there I thought was going to have to dig my eyes out with spoons because what I was seeing was so bizarre.
Right. I mean, women in fishnet stockings that shouldn't even, should be in a muumuu, not fishnet stockings.
Yeah, small fishnet stockings on an extra large woman.
Yeah, it's like.
Hey,
It's
Walter,
like-
you got that right.
Yeah, it's bulging out through each little hole.
Oh yeah, it looks like,
like-
a fishing boat that just came. It was caught too big of a load and couldn't roll it in all the way.
Right. And it's like, oh my Lord. And then having short shorts on top of that is like, oh my God. And she's busy, How the hell can you be busy? Nobody even wants to look at that, and you're busy?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had some weird experiences, especially growing up, man. Because my uncle would come and get me, and we'd go out to the midnight theater because it was always cheapest, And we'd sit in line there in Grandview. And one time, sitting in their line, and these seen people coming out, and two handicapped people. I mean, with cerebral palsy or something like that. They was really bad. And this one guy got to pushing up the parking lot, and he's way up here at the top of the hill. And the second guy in the wheelchair, he dumps the guy on the curb and kind of basically dumps him right in the road. So this guy pushing this other wheelchair stops, runs down to go help pick up the other dude. Well, it looked like some kind of movie because it was just slow motion. That wheelchair just slowly started to turn and started to roll down that hill and coming back down towards the crowd and everybody. And he's standing there, oh, you're going to run down forward, cussing him out in some old crippled way you could talk. And, oh, it was hilarious. You can imagine what that guy felt like, He's crippled as it is, and now you left him on a hill, and now he's turned around rolling away in the wheelchair.
And you have no control.
Yeah, out of control. And it's like, oh no. But it's just one of those things that sticks in your head,
Oh, Walter's on a roll out here in the side chat.
Yeah.
So we're going to call it Superfly Survival, and you got to have the cape that goes with the outfit, so you can use it as a rain shelter. Oh, and you got to have the high platform shoes that are clear with the like the little aquarium heels and with the little goldfish in it for you have your extra water. Oh man,
I'm actually really digging that idea. Oh.
Hey, Soldier Pilot. That was a good poet. That was a good. That's a cool banner. That's a really cool banner.
Yep.
Now all I got to do is come up with two scantily clad, attractive young girls to do all the heavy lifting for me while I'm out there.
Yeah. But how are they going to do that in those stilettos?
Same way they do everything else in the stilettos. They just get her done.
I don't see how they can do that, man. That's crazy. I'd break an ankle for sure.
I've seen a lot of hookers in my life. I have only seen ever one hooker in high heels. Now I don't know. I don't go to California, but the Texas hookers, they're smart and they wear flats.
Yeah,
they know they're not out there trying to pretend like they're out on the.
They're there to get business done. Hey,
they're selling what they're selling.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, something, hold on, let me turn my camera on so y'all know I ain't lying. A lot of people are going to have difficulties in a world without rule of law because they are going to have watched a lot of cop TV or gangster TV or
Right.
Hollywood or Bollywood movies and stuff.
Mhm.
That's not the way criminals do things.
I got to stuff real quick.
You don't expect things to go like you see them on TV or whatever.
Yeah.
The end. And that town standing up against all those trained military guys on we call it the nuclear war TV series, that Jericho. No, those guys would have rolled away, come back with more gear, and they would have burned through that town.
Mm-hmm.
They would have found a elevated spot somewhere, and they would have just started popping people. And it's
I had company in the back, and I don't know who it is. And the bad thing about I got a buddy back there, a buddy that has a car trailer back with it. Nobody knows what's in it, but it has a yellow 69 Camaro Z28 with a blown supercharged 454 in it.
go shoot them.
Yeah. They're not in the house, but I don't know what they're doing back there.
I guess out here,
Yeah, I know it.
my castle
We're
became
right on
property line.
right here on the corner.
I actually walk out to
And-
the end of my when the UPS guy or whatever, when the package dude shows up, I have a thing that lets me know they're coming, and then I go and I meet them at the driveway. Don't come on my porch. That's too close. Once you're on my porch, you're too close.
Yeah. Is that
Like
you?
my doorbell, if I lived in town, my doorbell would be on a post 10
All
feet
right, I'm in the house.
first step to my porch. There'd be a sign, doorbell here, and they would ring the doorbell and they could talk to me through a microphone.
Yeah.
Even if they were trying to sell Girl Scout cookies. You know, I just
My friend just
I don't-
called. He says, I'm out back. Don't shoot. That's what he said. He says, I'm out back. Don't shoot. Like, okay. So
Yeah, it's
I think I'm.
for here.
Hey,
you know,
Mike, how's it
I can hear the UPS truck 3 blocks away in the little small town I'm in, because it's, you know, everybody's lot is at least an acre, so you got plenty of, you know, space for you hear the truck driving around town, and when it starts coming down your street, if you hear the dogs start barking as he drives by, you know, the dogs in the yard will start barking at it, and, you know, oh, that guy's coming, and go out and meet him.
my dog has a bark for the UPS truck, which is a hey, somebody's coming down the road. It's that dog in the brown truck bark, which I like. He's cool.
Yeah.
But and then there's a bark for the other delivery guy, which she hasn't got to know him yet, so it's a little unfriendly. And then there's a bark
Come on
for
over.
the FedEx guy, which I have not until today been able to figure out why she has an excited he's finally here bark. She actually looks forward to the FedEx guy showing up because the
Yes,
guy
it-
gives out dog treats.
Right there.
Doesn't he, Sadie, you fat whore?
This is Wes S. That's the guy that sent me the hat band. Here, I'm just gonna. Ta-da! This is my
What's up,
friend
dude?
Dick.
Man.
Say what?
We had to talk him out of just shooting you.
You
It's gonna pop you.
was the one that told me to shoot him in the first place.
Well, that's not. He neither here nor there, Steve.
See, He's from Texas, so anybody comes in his yard, they get shot at.
Ah, Texas.
Gil, he can just fly around the United States and shoot anybody. He's a retired Secret Service agent.
Ah.
No, I'm retired. I don't go anywhere. Heck, here in Idaho, you don't need a permit to carry a concealed firearm. I don't even carry it all here.
Yeah.
The only thing I carry is my one of these. That's it.
Yeah.
Because all the farmers around here carry. It's like, yeah, I'm protected. I got the best Secret Service around, country boys.
Right. Now I got several sticks I carry around, Gil.
Yep.
This is a buck hoodlum.
Don't like you. Go away.
Yeah. This has been a heck of a knife. This is one of those knives that I can use as a machete or an axe. Yeah. Yeah.
She comes in here and burps in my face. Get out of here.
Your dog farted in your face?
No, it's a burp.
You fart.
Smells a lot like eggs. Do we have to have a discussion?
Go to Instagram. Go young.
I know.
Why are you ready?
Oh God, they're crazy there. They'll want money. He's single, and he's like, "Tell them I'm single."
Well, I thought you was on a whole group room.
I am in a group room. No, I'm on my own channel, trying to get some view time.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're single. Do you like washing people's backs? Because
Hey,
Anonymous American was looking for somebody to shower with him and scrub his back.
for this guy right here. Let's see. He moved right here. His channel.
Apparently, he can't reach between his shoulder blades and needs somebody to scrub his back for him. Anything else, y'all are going to have to work out on your own time.
Yeah, well, you said you'd do his back, and you volunteered me to do the front. I'm like, no. You taking off, Mike? Just what's that say? Thanks, Mike. You have a good one.
The number dropped one.
Yeah. Hey, I got 11 people. That ain't too bad.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
when
I'm
Canoe
gonna
had,
go out here in a couple minutes so I can finish setting up for my live stream.
right. But
And I can see I'm gonna have to lower that stuff behind me so it's visible.
So you're out of the shower now, Anonymous. You don't need anybody. No, you're done looking for somebody. That's harsh.
Are you done with the? I thought it was just laundry hanging up in the back.
What?
Well, tonight's live is talking about winter clothes, myths, and the outright lies that were told about winter clothing. So we're going to talk about winter clothing. So I got some stuff that I could. The one in the middle there, I got that one is a big parka one that my parents bought me for Christmas, 1973.
73.
73.
Well, Diggers, I didn't know you were doing a live stream.
Right. I didn't get no notification.
But I don't get notifications from. I haven't got a notification from Gil or Will or.
Yeah.
I don't get notifications for Staff Sergeant BA anymore.
Yeah. Go in and check to see if YouTube unrang your bell. They may have unrang your bell, and so you're not getting notifications. There's been a couple of them that have that mentioned, hey, your bell. I haven't seen you for a while. I decided to come hunt you down. Found out YouTube unrang my bell, and so yeah. There's a few like that where I've gone back. I've had to go back in and find out. Oh crud, man! Yeah, I'm still subscribed, but they unrang the bell so I don't go to view their channel.
I can't go back and check every single one I've subbed to. See if I ring their bell.
Hey, Gilder, what you need to do is whenever you do a video from now on, just take your friend with you and just do a quick cameo, show his face or whatever, and saying, "This is my single friend."
Yeah. Oh, I can post that in my comments. Yeah. My community page. Put a post on the community page.
I'm surprised Billy Bird didn't jump all over that. There's a single man in the room. Where is she? Did she leave? Yeah.
I just posted on the Instagram. So many women like my channel. I'm like, who? What? Oh, I like your picture.
Yeah, I got a lot of those.
Picture.
Too.
Let's have a serious relationship. Send me $25. Yeah.
It's pretty simple. All you got to do is ask them how much a certain act costs, and they'll give you a price.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I got to get out of here so I can finish getting ready for it. I got a half an hour before I go live, but I got a lot of stuff to get done here beforehand.
Yeah.
So it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been real, and everyone stay safe and stay prepared.
Yeah. And God bless.
Right, see you later.
Care.
It's just us and
It's nice having friends like that. He was here when I had that troll that one night. He had called connections and said, "Hey, find this guy."
Monsignor Weenie dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been over a year ago. So. And then when a friend of mine, Everything Spicy, Phil, he started to stand up and was messing with him. I'm like, don't do that. You practicing for my channel? People seem to do that on my channel. And he couldn't remember what I was talking about. And then I had to tell him, I said, about my troll. And then he realized what I was talking about.
That's been you're braver now. If I don't have your contact information, as in your email and all that, I don't invite you to my live streams. I just don't do it. As is now, everybody that's appeared on my channel is somebody I can drive, well, except for Aid.
Yeah.
I can drive to their home and take a baseball bat to them.
Trying to reverse the camera.
Well, Rachel, I can't drive to her house either, but I know her address. Okay, I'd have to buy a ticket and then fly a really, really long time. So, but she's a sweetheart. She would never do anything like that.
I mean, it's not hard to find my house. Yeah. I live right on the highway on the corner of TT and Anchorage Road. If you Google map Jacob's Cave, and I'm just down the street from it. But everybody knows where Jacob's Cave is because it turns out to be the largest swap meet in the state of Missouri.
Well, Anonymous, are you ever going to let me send you an invite and come on my channel and talk with your super secret voice modification and your mask and all that stuff? Rachel, I have a son. His name is Leland.
Yeah, I had
about farting.
Her two boys. Oh my God, they'd put a dog to shame. Yeah, because all of a sudden you start smelling it, and Paul goes, "What in the hell?" And the boy back there just start grinning. Then he'll start laughing. It's like, "Why are you laughing?" And then all of a sudden it would lurk around the truck, and it's like it would almost make you throw up. Yeah. It's like he knew what he did. He just sitting back there grinning and giggling, waiting until it floated around the truck.
Did you really move? Because you had a pretty good setup, I thought. Anonymous. Maybe it's none of my business, but I want a basement so bad I can't stand it.
A what?
A basement. But around here, if you take a basement, you've got to have all this ventilation and everything because we get that radioactive gas real bad.
Yeah. It's something ions or something.
Yeah,
The ions or whatever.
I mean, as long as you got a fan running all the time, you're okay. But
Right.
and if
So
you'll
We got a lot of limestone underneath our rock. What is the first thing that's gonna get the kids to be in? I heard to get the street.
Oh, okay. Radon, yeah, radon. That
Real, yeah. Knew it
we
was an
didn't
on.
know about that when I was a kid. We had a house with it was a basement. There was a giant hole under the house.
Yeah,
Now from that giant hole, you could crawl to anywhere else under the house. The whole thing was open.
right.
So we didn't really have to worry about that, but it's the ones where they, when you close the door and you don't ever go down in the basement or whatever, you really need airflow. But when you've got the vents under the house going and you're in Texas and the wind's blowing and stuff, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
You got a covered basement, which is what you need if you're for tornadoes or whatever.
yeah. Storm shelters. Or we have some up here. They look like storm shelters, but they're as a root cellar where they store all their canned goods and everything. Or their
If you get your basement put in or whatever, you can put there's a coating you can put on it, which doesn't, I mean, it's 100% chemical proof, waterproof, everything the gas can't get through.
right.
The reason concrete allows it to go through is because concrete is porous. I mean, if it rains on concrete, the rain that hits the top of the concrete will go all the way through to the bottom of the concrete eventually.
Yeah, it's coarse.
But if you coat it with this stuff, which there's a bunch of different kinds of it or whatever, the only problem is actually putting the coating on will give you cancer. So it hurts. It causes a massive amount of pain. The chemical reaction with the hardener and your sweat and when you're sweating or whatever, it hurts. I used to put it on. I know.
Yeah. Hello, Carol.
You have to,
back.
all you have to do to stop, if you'll get out of the environment where the fumes are,
Right.
for about 30 or 40 seconds, it'll stop burning. And then when the fumes boil off, you can go back in and be in there for another 5 or 10 minutes. The company I worked for was too cheap you're supposed to wear a full body suit with forced air. They would, because those suits were like $800 and they were only, they were only good for about 6 months, and then they would wind up with holes in them and everything else.
Lime pepper.
How much are they? Snake skin.
I don't know. He gave it to me. He wants to know how much is a snake skin.
First, you have to find a snake.
First, you gotta find a snake.
Do that.
To live down in Texas.
Don't y'all have timber
There's
out
snakes
there?
down there in Texas.
There's a rattlesnake. That's where it came from.
What about
Him.
Much rattlers down there in Texas?
Well, not around my place, because I've killed every one of some bitches I've seen.
Makes sense.
You'd be surprised what happens to them rattlesnakes when, like you can spray gasoline down in the den and they'll come out and you can catch them all. Or you can find the den and you can pour gasoline on all the exits and then throw gasoline in there and accidentally drop your cigarette down the hole.
How you find it in?
Real fast.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's almost like they all die down in the hole.
Right. Or there wasn't none in it.
How do you look for a den?
I got rid of all the dude. And there's video on all of them. In 1 year, I killed 3 4-foot rattlesnakes in my den enough.
Yeah.
But I don't have them under my house anymore. You know, too many sick mice running around for them to eat, I guess.
Yeah, all that rat poison for
Yeah, I have that problem.
So
mice,
Snakes.
snakes. Yeah, he kind of lives in a pasture like area.
My house was empty for 20 years, 10
Yeah,
years.
it was empty for a long time.
well, I know one guy, he had so many snakes at his house that he finally just burned it down.
I found the snake skins in the walls and copperheads and orange and gray and black. Beautiful skin. Beautiful snakes.
Coral snakes.
Coral, I guess. Seen quite a few of
Ring.
them.
Ring.
Now, I would like to have a copperhead skin.
I had one the other day.
Man,
I was saving it. I was going to make another hat band, and it kind of shrinked up in the middle, and I went to pull it long ways to straighten it out. And when I did, the whole skin just tore right in half. You know, I mean, tore it halfway down the middle. Oh, man. It was so close. It was about ready to be used, and I just went to straighten out the center a little bit because it wrinkled, it pulled together in the middle on the back down.
Roll them up and put them in glycerin.
Yeah, well, I don't have that.
I don't do any of that. I take mine and stretch them and then put a little salt on them.
That's what I did.
I got one out there that I need to stretch. It's still, I'm surprised the missus hadn't thrown it away. It's been in the freezer for long. It might not be any good anymore. Honestly, I want to find some more rattlesnakes, but I just don't want to find them in my house.
Right.
Um,
I'm gonna have to ride down there. We'll have to ride our motorcycles down there and go.
I'd do it.
If you should stay together long enough to make it
I'd
down
do
there.
You got a bike down there?
Wes, you got a bike?
no, I don't. I had to choose between riding motorcycles or raising kids.
Right.
Think
I
the
think-
motorcycles would have been cheaper and a whole lot more fun.
Right. I think I'm 90%. If I look in my history, in my past, the only reason why I never got a motorcycle is because I was usually too drunk to ride one. You know, I was always drunk 24/7.
I've thought about getting another one, but and I've actually been looking. But I actually have permits. My wife told me I could get one. The downside to it is, if I got one, I'd get on it and I'd ghost, man.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. I'm still trying to fight on getting my driver's license back. So, and I can drive with my truck because it has that interlock blow device in it to where I can blow and drive. Yeah. And turn around and I don't have that on my motorcycle.
yeah,
I have to get a different device just to put on my motorcycle. And I don't know if they could put it on my motorcycle. Because I have to have the GPS and the camera. Because I'm a third-time offender. The last time offender. My book. Because
And
I'll
see,
be
I'm not
getting one of these. Oh, come on, let me see. It's gonna have two. It has the V and 2 1s. The 24th would be 7 years.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Years of drinking. Yeah, 7's good for me. I'm gonna still keep going though. I know what it. I know where.
I quit going to NA after I got my 90 days, regular or whatever. Well, and I wasn't at the same place or whatever, and I just didn't keep up with it.
Right.
And alcohol was never a problem for me. I had There was one chemical that if I do it, I can't stop. So
Meth.
yeah.
Yeah. I know a lot of people like to go fast because they got so much shit to do. I went down that road for a
It don't
while
work.
too.
It don't work.
I got to the point to where
Makes it worse.
I'd get heart, my pitter patter in my heart, and I was born with a heart defect, and that would it'd scare the hell out of me, and that made me quit. But there was a time or two I was up for 3 days and started seeing cops around the house, and it was just the grass falling over,
Yeah.
And
My
after
thing is, I'd like to have a motorcycle, but you're not going to catch me riding a V twin.
no,
And I'm not going to have loud pipe. Well, I don't know. I might have.
well, you've seen you've seen my bike? It's a V twin, but it's a Honda.
Well, and it's I don't. I'm not a biker. Never
Yeah.
was a biker. I'm a motorcycle enthusiast.
Right.
People that sell drugs and kill people and traffic and small children and whores. I don't want to be a biker. I want to be a motorcycle enthusiast.
Yeah.
I want to ride my bike.
I just want to ride. And see, that's what my brother was all big on deals. Like my uncle, he's always had kind of motorcycle gang, always acted like he had a gang and stuff. And
so this was just given to me by a friend. If you know what this is,
dang it. It was my video on TikTok where I did the voiceover. It's like it was about.
you know what this is?
It's about the Gremlin Bell, and it's like, if you know what this is, like and share my page. And I had a picture of my bike with my bell on the bottom of it.
Well, I don't know.
But I got tons of pictures of this deck I just built. All these pictures here. I was going to do a still video. That's a deck that I put in my buddy's backyard. And
Y'all get that finished?
And what I did is I took one picture after each board I put in, so then I could put it together where it's just a still photo video of each board going boom, 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 putting them all in at one time, But then turn around, I can only use 50 pictures, and I took 76. It's like I got to figure out which ones I got to take down.
The one thing I got to give my son's motorcycle is my son can throw a trailer on that thing, literally a travel trailer on that thing.
Right.
And he can go anywhere. He actually has the capacity to carry a month's worth of food in his trailer.
Right.
And his bike will haul it. But he drives a freaking tank.
Yeah. Big full dresser.
Yeah. Let me think. Nope, can't get a bigger bike than that. Not if it says HD on it anyway.
Yeah.
And I give him rush time about driving that damn loud ass thing.
That's my sister.
Now Harley does make a bike I would drive that their little stripped down looking majigger. That's cool.
It looks like a Harley, but it's not. It's a Honda.
My daughter-in-law actually, other than she's got the wrong handlebars on it, she drives one of the bikes rides one of the bikes that I like in Harley Davidson. She got it in the wrong damn color, but
yeah. See, this is the wrong color for me. I'm a blue guy, and this is red and white. Yeah.
I want my gunmetal, man. That's it. The whole thing. Just gunmetal gray.
I'd like to paint it turquoise. I mean, not turquoise. Well, turquoise and pearl would look good too, but there it is. Let's see if I get it hold still. get the glare off of it. But it's got the Cobra pipes on it. But that's what
Yeah.
makes it sound like a Harley is because those long straight pipes that gives it that bellow, that pop. But my boy had bought it. He paid only $1,500 for it. 1,500 for it, and then he sold it to me to get another bike for 2,000, and I'll give him the extra 500 for he get the bigger bike. He's a lot bigger boy than I am. He weighs about 280 and 5'11", yeah, country
Well, I
boy.
want a late 70s to late 80s rice burner is what I want. Um, I want the
Yeah.
4-cylinder touring bike.
See,
Just-
when I grew up, my uncle had an old style BMW. It had the pistons out the side on each side.
Now, I would take one of the new BMW touring bikes because, well, you can do anything on one of those. You can do on a cruiser. You can also do almost anything on one of those. You can do on a dirt bike. They're
I laughed because I looked over and he just pulls out everything out of his pockets and he's got 3 lighters. And I'm like, he's starting to act like me. I got 3 lighters bouncing around here too.
but there was a local.
Man. Those look cool.
There's an Enduro for sale, but it's only 125, and I would look silly on a 125.
He's like, how much?
Maybe they're cheaper down there.
Might be.
I think a guy wanted 1,200 for it.
That's bad if running.
You gonna start dinging?
You're gonna
over
do
there?
that if you want an apocalypse bike or whatever. You're not gonna care whether it's street legal or not. So
Right.
you're better off just getting you a 250 dirt bike.
Right.
Now you got to remember, you're either going to have an Enduro is close to a dirt bike, but it's not a dirt bike. I don't ride dirt bikes anymore. I used to when I was younger, but man, I got tired of getting hurt. And it's not. I never got hurt. Well, okay, a couple times, but I never got hurt real bad.
Right.
But every time you try something new and it doesn't work on one of those things,
Original.
it hurts a little bit.
Yeah. I'm sure. That's how I messed up my knee. I laid my bike down in the backyard, turning around. Yeah. What I had is the rubber mat laying there. It's kind of like the rubber mat you do for a swimming pool. And I had it out piled there. And then when I got on that bike, when I stopped, my foot slipped on that rubber mat and it just laid me over. And then the handlebar stuck in my chin. It stuck on my toe. And here I am trying to push down and pick up with the same leg. I don't know. My brother had to pick it up. I just couldn't, because the other foot was still sticking up in the air and I couldn't reach the ground because it would have stood on the bike. But eventually my knee got sore and I ended up having to buy a knee brace that had the
My dog would like you to tell the neighbor dogs to shut up.
that's my dog. Shut up, Rascal. Rascal.
Is that
Shut up.
right? She is staring me down, wanting to know why my room is barking at her.
I know my dog does that occasionally. But
Just on the computer. She's like, no, there's somebody barking, and I can't figure out.
I'm trying to think of what maybe it's in this one.
It's okay.
I took pictures of my leathers I had on. I got right before my wife left for Christmas, she bought me leather chaps. I'm like, why are you buying me these? Because I want to. I'm like, you're leaving me. What do you mean? And you're buying me $75 to $80 leathers chaps. Nah, there it is. Because I've had a black leather fringe jacket for years. There's my assless chaps. I thought that was funny when everybody gave you a hard time about it. And then you just go, well, all chaps are assless.
Oh, they are. I mean, send me
Yeah.
my chap for crying out loud.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, they are. They're all assless chaps. You buy any set of chaps, they're assless. Yeah.
In retrospect, though, I don't think I would like to go back to riding without chaps, or at the very least a vest, a leather vest or something. And I mean one of the ones with the armor plating in it or whatever. Man, I
Yeah.
hate road rash. I hate road rash more than anything else.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, see, I've had that leather jacket since probably 97 or something like that. And it was given to me by the neighbor lady, my best friend's wife. And I asked her how long had they been married. He just passed away. And she said 28 years. I said, well, I knew Carl before that. You know, so I'd known him for 30-something years or more. And she gave me that jacket. It was her brother's, but he died from AIDS. I had chaps for it then too, but I couldn't fit into the chaps. And I'm not a big man. Like I said, I only wear 33 waists.
Well, I could get into a normal motorcycle cheaper than get into what I want.
Right.
Because everybody's figured out that those old rice burners and stuff are actually pretty cool. And I mean, you can find one, but they all want like $3,500, $4,000 for them. And you don't know who's gone through it. You know, I did buy one time, but then I rode it for a while and then find out it had a leaky head. So I'm like, yay. You know, it still ran or whatever, but it just wasn't. You never could tune it out right because it was just losing that little bit of compression on the one cylinder. Well, actually, two of them. But
It's my live chat I'm in right now. That's my channel. I just went to my channel on YouTube and showed him. And he's like, "Oh, I want to see." What's really weird is if you turn on the earbuds to it, and you can hear me talk, and then you'll hear me say it over there. It's like a 2-second delay.
yeah, and that's the deal, Anonymous. You can either, you can burn up a $250, $300 jacket, or you can spend months in the hospital going back.
Oh yeah, exactly.
To tissue.
I think that's why she wanted me to have the leather chaps.
The guy in charge of our ambulance service here or whatever, a guy ran a stop sign and it didn't go well for him. The guy was doing 70 when he hit the car.
What?
And so, I mean,
Huh?
he'd slowed down some. So long story short, he was probably not being a responsible motorcyclist. But anyway, he spent 6 months in the hospital trying to save his legs because he went over the vehicle, hit the bar down the other side. His feet dug into the soil, and his body weight shattered his legs.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a bunch of ways to get hurt on a motorcycle.
Right.
But
well, my bike weighs 500 pounds, just falling over on me and break me. Yeah. Let alone moving.
I went straight off corner doing about 55, 60.
I watched a guy
not good
turn a red light into a vehicle, and then he T-boned that the car that had the right of way. and he was on a crotch rocket. He launched up in the air. He flew straight up in the air. And he probably went 35, 40 feet, and he's spinning the whole way. And then he stops spinning, and then he just comes down, lands flat of his back right in the middle of 50th Street in Lubbock. Bounces a good 4 feet.
Right.
Landed and never moved.
I know one day there's a kid from school, the high schooler had one of those crotch rockets, and he was headed south out of Campton, and he was just getting on his bike, and he was hitting about 120, and the semi pulls out of the factory there, and you can see where he hit the brakes. I mean, it's way before even where the factory is, but he slid and hit that truck and decapitated him. And the boys were telling me how the bus of kids had to go by there, and they could see the helmet laying in the middle of the road with his head still in it.
Yeah.
I'm
My
like,
son always tell me, well, Dad, if you get something like that, if you ride with anybody, they're going to have to keep slowing down and waiting for you to catch up. And I said, no, they can just keep on going.
yeah,
If they want to fly down the road at 85, 90 miles an hour, that's their deal. When I find them stuck into the back end of a car, I'm just going to go around and go on.
right.
I've had to lay my bike over, no fault of my own. I've laid bikes over 6 or 7 times. Okay, I have to dump the bike or I have to hit somebody.
Right.
And, I'd a whole lot rather, and when you've got the right stuff on, you can just
Right.
lay down. There was a couple times I didn't have the stuff on, and that's why I know what road rash feels like.
Right.
I don't ride in shorts. I don't wear tennis shoes when I ride. I wear boots and jeans. At least with the blue jeans, you've got something.
Right. Right. Yeah, I know. My aunt just laid her bike down a couple of years ago from a factory defect. She had a Harley Davidson trike, and she was going down the highway, and the back axle come out, and she went flying down the highway. Road rash really bad along her hip and stuff.
I had a guy run through an intersection on me, and he tore the bumper guards off of my 85 Chrysler.
Oh, man.
And made it another block and a half before he landed.
Wow.
And then wanted me to pay for the damage to his bike. I'm like, dude, you were doing like 120 in town.
Right.
Because I checked both ways. There's nobody coming. I go, it's a yield sign. I start easing through.
Zoom. Yeah.
Until he hit the asphalt way past the next intersection, I didn't even know what had hit the car.
Right. Yeah. It's like, what?
I mean, we have motorcycle rallies here, and I'm actually one of the guys that's trying to get them to stop it, because whenever you get that many guys with motorcycles and leather jackets in one place, they start acting like that. They don't pay attention to speed limit signs. They don't pay attention to stop signs. They don't know what the right of way means. Nothing. And that's fine. I understand that, but if y'all are going to jump into a pack of 100 motorcycles, that's a parade, and you need to call yourself some police so they can escort you.
Right.
Not literally shut traffic down while 100 motorcycles roll out of the parking lot so y'all can all go to a different bar.
Yeah. Well, Wes, I'm going to jump off here. I've been on here 2 hours. And
There, Maybe you got 2 hours worth of watch time.
What?
Maybe you got some watch time in out of this bunch.
Yeah, yeah.
How many people still in here?
It says 10 right now. So 10 for 2 hours. That ain't too bad.
Think all
I
you
know
people,
the last live stream I ended up with 20 hours, and I only was on for an hour.
Just on TikTok.
No, this is YouTube. Yeah, this is YouTube Live. But anyhow, I'm gonna get off here and go see what probably go see what everything Spicy's doing. Well, I gotta yak at him for a while.
well, I guess I need to go in and check my whatever.
What?
Now, Diggers, I do a live stream tomorrow at somewhere between 7 and 8. I'll go live
Is that your Bible study?
Bible study, but I do that on West S the Real One.
Right.
Not subscribe to West S the Real One, you're not going to get it. I was under the impression that they wouldn't let me share a live stream in my comment section, but they do.
Right.
Don't believe everything you hear on YouTube. Research it yourself. I actually shared this live stream in my comment section. So,
Cool.
And I shared it on Facebook. And whenever people say like, share, subscribe, people, that's what they mean. They mean,
Yeah.
if you have an outlet, share it, tweet it, Facebook it, whatever. Are you really that embarrassed by me and Steve that you wouldn't want one of our videos on your Facebook feed?
Yeah. 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 We look good in these hats, man. Right?
It really hurts my feelings.
Yeah, we look good.
So,
Except for these
Sure.
broken dentures. I
and
hate these things.
No, okay.
I got missing teeth just like I did when I had teeth. Yeah.
that's ours. When your false teeth fall apart,
Yeah.
that's like what was it? George Washington. The only problem he had was with those
Termites.
termites.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I've swallowed these 4.
Oh no!
Yeah. I could probably find them. They're out there right by this septic pond, the lagoon.
Why how do you swallow your teeth?
It's in my food when I was eating. And then after I was done, I realized I'd lost one.
Okay, maybe
It
they were.
wasn't like I lost all 4 of them at once. It's just one at a time.
I'd like to have an old BMW, but
Yeah.
that's a whole different story.
See,
Now
that would have
they're
been
trying to stretch
that
this
was
out.
back when I was a teenager. That would have been pre-80s. Yeah. Middle of 80s. So it had to been a 70s BMW. It had the air jammer and the rear trunk.
Well, I just give you a heads up, Diggers. I moved from Tuesday night to Wednesday.
Yeah. I knew that, but I always forget on Wednesday nights that you're going live with the Bible study.
Well, everybody kept still. I would get all this grief about going live across from people, or oh, I was in this one or that one or whatever. It's okay. Well, I'll move to Wednesday nights.
Right. Well, see, I had my meetings too, and that's why I was like, I wouldn't get out of my meetings until 7 o'clock, and then get home, and then be able to jump into the live stream.
But yeah, it's a Bible study, and I do the Bible study, and then I do a chat after.
Yeah.
Now, chances are there's a lot of people that show up to the after deal for the chat or whatever, and not so many show up for the Bible study. I usually run around 4 to 10 people in the Bible study. But I'll wind up with 20, 25 people in the after chat.
Right.
Look for it back.
The heathens show up after the learning's done, which is fine.
Yeah. But anyhow, all right. I'll probably come back on live next week at 6 o'clock, because that's when I used to have my AA meetings, and since I was possibly exposed. They canceled it because I think I only had 2 people in a month that come to my Tuesday meeting.
You're supposed to what?
COVID. Oh, God. He's getting all paranoid. That's been 3 weeks ago. Yeah. It's back when Paula
been dead
moved out.
already, huh?
Yeah. I would have been sick as a dog by then, but I didn't get sick at all.
Let me explain something to you about the COVID. I can explain that this is Dr. West coming to you from China. Okay? If you don't get the China virus, you're going to get the China virus. If you are going to die from the China virus, you are going to die from the China virus.
Yeah.
You are not going to die from the China virus. You're not going to die. Most of
Well,
you are going to get a sniff of the nose. You're going
I
to get
remember
a
it
fever.
says, I remember it says in the other book, it says that we'll be protected if faith will protect us from plague. And Mom and my sister and I had to deal with my aunt with COVID, and we haven't come up with it.
It's most of the people that died in the
Yeah, they already had
flu
pre-existing.
epidemic, and most of the people that are winding up in the hospitals here with pneumonia and secondary infections, which are killing them, are people that are wearing masks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to wear a mask with this shit.
It's,
And I'm in such a small town. What our Gravois Mills has a population of 184. So
when you run around with the same rag over your face all day long, all week long, whatever, you've got a freaking petri dish stuck to your face.
yeah, I seen a guy explain the mask, and he's a EMT, and he said the oxygen level is supposed to be such a certain height, and this is a gas gauge that they use to test the oxygen level or whatever where they're going, and he put that in his mask, and that thing dropped so bad, and the toxin and everything else, that carbon dioxide and stuff, it just went crazy, on the inside of his mask.
I've had to pull this out of my pocket one time at Walmart because the lady was actually she goes, sir, you don't have a mask on. I can't let in the store, sir. And I pulled it out and I squirted it at her.
Did you hear me coming around?
Yeah, I heard you coming around.
Even if I wanted to wear the mask, I don't have to wear the mask. And apparently they caught that on camera. And nobody, they just hit the button and just let me walk in the store.
Right.
Let me see her. Let me talk to her.
They don't push it. But that's, it's America. It is America.
I'm trying.
For another few hours. It is America. If you want to wear a mask.
Yeah, it's my choice.
If you don't,
No, ain't it?
God bless.
Right. My damn laptop speed's slow and stupid.
Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. We can sit and rattle forever if we keep this up.
Remember,
stay safe. Keep the shiny side up. And God bless y'all, and y'all have a good night. Good night, everybody.